Jomar was a young boy. He carried a dream within him. It was a dream of speed, a dream of the wind rushing past his face as he raced. He often saw the colorful flyers for the local town bicycle race. His heart would beat a little faster each time. He could almost feel the thrill. He imagined himself crossing that finish line, a champion, victory, the sound of applause. But dreams, as we know, sometimes come with a price tag, a tag Jomar could not afford. He knew this deep down, a small, quiet ache. He lived in a humble village, a place where life moved at a slower pace. Life was beautifully simple, yet often undeniably hard. His family worked tirelessly, day in and day out, but there was seldom anything extra. A racing bicycle, shiny and swift, that was a far-off luxury, almost like wishing for a star from the night sky. He would often watch the other boys in the village, boys who owned gleaming bikes, their laughter echoing as they rode. He would let out a quiet sigh. His own 2 feet were his only means of transport, and feet, however willing, could not win a bicycle race. Every single afternoon, without fail, Jomar would pass by the designated race route. He would trace its path with his eyes, memorizing every turn, every slight incline. Sometimes, he would run parts of it, his legs pumping, pretending he was on a bike, pretending he was in the lead. His legs would ache with the effort, his lungs would burn for air. But the dream inside him, that persistent dream, burned even brighter. He shared this secret with no one. It was his own fragile, precious hope. He kept it guarded, close to his hopeful heart. The day of the big race loomed closer and closer like an approaching wave. The vibrant posters seemed to almost mock him now, their bold letters shouting, "Join the race now!" He felt a familiar pang of sadness, a quiet resignation. Would he always be destined to stand on the sidelines of his own desires? Just an observer, never a participant in the story of his own life. He began to wonder if dreams were only meant for other people. Perhaps they were reserved for those born with a little more luck, or at the very least a bicycle. Ailing Rosa lived just a short walk away from Jomar's home. She was an older woman, kind and gentle. Her eyes often held a hint of a past sadness, a story untold. But beneath that, there was a quiet, unwavering strength. She owned a small sari-sari store, a tiny shop filled with colorful candies and daily essentials. She saw Jomar pass by her store every day. She noticed the longing in his gaze. She saw the way he wistfully watched the cyclists. She saw the slight droop of his young shoulders, heavy with an unspoken wish. She remembered her own beloved son. He too had loved bicycles with all his heart. He too had been filled with youthful dreams, dreams of adventure and races. His bicycle, a faithful companion, now sat quietly in the back room of her house. It was carefully covered with an old white sheet, like a silent ghost of laughter and joy from days gone by. It had been there for years, patiently gathering dust. And along with the dust, it gathered memories. So many precious memories. Sometimes she found it hard to even look at it. One bright and sunny afternoon, as Jomar walked past, Ailing Rosa called out to him. "Hee-ho," she said, her voice soft and warm like a comforting blanket. "My dear boy, I see you. I see the dream you carry in your heart." Jomar stopped, completely surprised. How could she possibly know? He had been so very careful to keep his dream hidden from everyone. She smiled gently and led him towards the back of her small house. With a slow, deliberate movement, she pulled off the white sheet. And there it was, a blue bicycle. Not brand new, but sturdy, strong, and clearly well-loved. "This bicycle belonged to my son," Ailing Rosa explained, her voice trembling just a little with emotion. "He would have wanted it to race again. He would have wanted it to feel the wind rushing past, to be part of a dream once more." She looked at Jomar, her eyes kind. "Take it, Jomar. Take it and go chase your dream." Jomar stood there, utterly speechless. Tears welled up in his eyes, blurring his vision. This was more than just a bicycle. It was a gift of hope. It was a gift of belief. Jomar accepted the bicycle from Ailing Rosa. He handled it with an almost reverent care, his fingers tracing its frame. This was far more than just steel, rubber, and spokes. It was a precious legacy. It was the physical embodiment of Ailing Rosa's immense kindness. He made a solemn promise to her and to himself. He promised to work harder than he ever had before. He promised to make her proud. He felt a brand new energy coursing through him, a vibrant sense of purpose. The dream was no longer a distant, hazy thing. It was here, it was real, tangible, right beneath his very hands. He trained with unwavering dedication every single day. He would rise before the sun painted the sky with light. He would train again after his school lessons were done. His muscles ached with a satisfying burn. His body often screamed for rest, but he pushed onward, relentless. The blue bicycle quickly became like an extension of his own body. Together they flew through the dusty village roads. Together they conquered the challenging hills. Together they raced against the beautiful hues of the setting sun. He often thought of ailing Rosa's quiet belief in him. That thought alone fueled his efforts. Race day finally arrived, dawning bright and clear. Jomar felt a whirlwind of emotions, a nervous flutter in his stomach mixed with a bubbling excitement. He scanned the small crowd gathered at the starting line. He saw ailing Rosa standing there, her presence a comfort. She gave him a warm smile and a confident thumbs up. It was a silent message of encouragement, a world of support in one small gesture. Then the sharp crack of the starting gun pierced the air. He pedaled harder than he ever thought possible. He thought of his family's struggles. He thought of ailing Rosa's son. He rode for them all. He didn't cross the finish line first, but he placed second, a remarkable achievement. The silver medal he received shone brightly under the afternoon sun, but even brighter was the immense gratitude that filled his young heart. After the race, he found ailing Rosa and hugged her tightly. "Thank you, ailing Rosa," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "This medal, this moment, it's for you too." She smiled, a genuine, heartfelt smile. Her eyes sparkled with a gentle pride. Kindness, she knew deep down, always had its own special reward. It had set wheels in motion, far more than just bicycle wheels. Years passed by, like seasons changing, one after the other. Jomar successfully finished his schooling. He then made his way to the bustling city, seeking new opportunities. He worked with diligence and passion. He never once forgot the old blue bicycle that started it all. He never forgot the gentle kindness of ailing Rosa. He eventually became a successful man, an engineer respected in his field. He designed and built bridges, strong, sturdy bridges made of concrete and steel. And in a way, he built metaphorical bridges too, bridges that connected people, bridges that connected dreams to reality. One day, drawn by a sense of duty and nostalgia, he returned to his childhood village. He heard news that ailing Rosa was facing difficult times. Her small Sari Sari store, once a source of livelihood, was failing. Her health, too, was not what it used to be. Life, it seemed, had thrown her a difficult, unexpected curve. He immediately remembered her incredible kindness from all those years ago. The day she had, quite literally, given him wings to fly, or rather, wheels to ride. He knew, with absolute certainty, that it was his turn now. It was his turn to give back, to extend a helping hand. Jomar sought out ailing Rosa. He found her looking older, perhaps a little frailer than he remembered. But her gentle spirit, her inner light, still shone brightly. He sat with her and explained his plan. He told her he wanted to renovate her struggling store. He wanted to make it new again, bright and inviting. He wanted to help her, just as she had once helped him when he was a boy with nothing but a dream. He saw the surprise flicker in her tired eyes. Then a slow, deeply grateful smile spread across her face. The kind of smile that warms you from the inside out. But Jomar did more than just renovate her little store. He decided to build a small community center right next to it. A place with a small library for the village children. A safe and welcoming space for kids to gather, to learn, and to dream their own dreams. Ailing Rosa, revitalized, happily ran the new, improved store. She was now an integral part of something bigger, something that served her whole community. Her act of kindness all those years ago had come back to her. Full circle, a small, simple act, a borrowed bicycle. It had profoundly changed a life. It had helped build a brighter future. It was a testament that good deeds, no matter how seemingly small, ripple outward, often forever.